This is a 43-year-old motor that came in. That's a V4 OMC. And his main complaint was it had lack of power and also it was missing. So what we first noticed was the fact that all that discoloration on that cylinder, and it takes very high temperature to discolor the heads on one of these motors. So something really bad's going on with that cylinder. And you can tell it's been really hot. Wires have melted. The cinder unit's melted. And so we said we would try to see if there was something we could do about it. So we started it up, and it wasn't pumping any water at all. And found out that the reason it wasn't pumping any water was because the impeller looked like that. See, it's missing every single edge on the impeller. And you can tell from that, the way it's broken off, it's just brittle, so it was aged out. It's been probably 10 years, I would say, since that's been changed. What you take in, have a challenge with, is those parts of the blades went somewhere. We're able to retrieve that much of the impeller, so all the rest of the parts that are missing are in the engine somewhere. They don't just disappear. It got so hot. Here's his cap, and you can see it melted also. So we put another one of those on, plus an impeller, and then started up just to see what would happen. It did pump water. We ran a compression check, and this cylinder right here was 90, and this cylinder right here was 140. That was 120, and that was 120. That's a clue that something really bad's going on also. So once we got it started, yes, it was missing, and you'd expect that with the 90 and the 140. You're allowed a 10% variance, but that is actually a 50% variance. So the next thing, when it was running, there was water coming out of the head gasket, and it wasn't before because it wasn't pumping any water. But once we got it to pump water, water was coming out all around the head gasket, and so it wasn't going to run with water in the cylinders. And at that point, between the compression and the head leaking water, it was just time to quit. It can be repaired, yep. The cost to repair it exceed the repaired value. With that much heat that's been generated, the crank's probably been scored, the cylinder walls probably scored. You could rebuild it with new pistons, take it apart, hone it, send the crank off, have it redone. But on an engine of this age, that's just not feasible. So we're pretty much done here.